in Zimbabwe, you have two of the main tribes. There's a few smaller tribes, but they're not really part of the greater. I mean, they're probably like make up 2% of the population, but the rest of the tribe. So the main tribe is called the Shona tribe, and they speak the language called Shona, and that is the dominant tribe in the country. I think it's about 75% of the country is of Shona descent, and that is what the current president of the Zimbabwe, President Mugabe, is a Shona man. Traditionally, from what I understood, the Shona were more of farming people, more of a smaller tribe as far as stature. And then down south you have the other tribe in the southern part of Zimbabwe, closer to South Africa. They're called the Ndebele tribe. And the Ndebele tribe speaks a different language than the Shona tribe. They speak with clicks. So it's very similar to the Zulu language that is spoken in South Africa. So the Ndebele has three main clicks. You have the Q, which is it's a popping of your tongue. Then you have an X, where you kind of suck your tongue as you're saying X. So it's like Xhosa. So Xhosa is a tribe in South Africa, which Nelson Mandela was a Xhosa. So there's the X sound, and then there's the C sound, which is. So those are the three clicks. So that's very strange to be a new missionary and to hear clicking going on. But that's in the southern area called Bulawayo, or Ndebele land is the kind of like a county is called Ndebele land, and the city down there, the larger city, is called Bulawayo, and that's the second biggest city, and it's a pretty good sized city as well. So the Ndebeles were seen as more of a warrior tribe, or kind of a tribe of warriors, which were, from what I understood, a major part of the fight for Zimbabwe's independence, because they were of a larger stature. And they had actually, the Ndebele tribe originated from when Shaka Zulu was down in South Africa in the 1800s, or maybe even sooner, 1700s. They actually had run away from Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu was kind of a crazy king down in South Africa, or in that area. He would force people to go run off a cliff. If they didn't do that, to show that their loyalty to him, he'd kill them anyway. So it's kind of like he was a little bit crazy. So this Ndebele portion of Shaka Zulu's kingdom had gotten tired of him, and they ran up and retreated to find freedom and a better life up in Zimbabwe in the southern end. So those are the two tribes in Zimbabwe: the Shona tribe and the Ndebele tribe. The Ndebele tribe is more in opposition to the current government, so you'll see a lot more of them being opposed to the current government that's in power. So whereas the Shona, they'll have both parties, but the Shona is the larger tribe. So those the two languages that you will hear will be Shona, and the other language is Ndebele. So in the capital city, it's mostly spoken. Shona is mostly spoken there. In the eastern part is called Mutare. It's a mountainous part. That Shona is spoken there. And then in central Zimbabwe is a place called Gweru. And it's kind of a mixing pot, but it's mostly, I'd probably say like 60-40 for Ndebele versus Shona. I mean, there's more Shona spoken than Ndebele, whereas Bulawayo is predominantly Ndebele.